Hi, fourth graders. Welcome back to reading class. Happy Thursday. This week we have continued talking about nonfiction text structures, and on Tuesday we started talking about cause and effect text structures. So on Tuesday we said that the cause is the reason why something happens, what made it happen, and the effect is the result of what happens or the outcome, what happens after an incident. And we talked about that cause and effect is a chain of events. You cannot have an effect without a cause. We talked about that there are some signal words that might show us that a passage is a cause and effect relationship, but also in the video we watched fourth graders, it discussed that just because a passage has these words does not mean it is a cause and effect relationship. So you have to read very closely to determine what kind of text structure it is. And some of the most important words that might signal you a cause and effect text is if, then, because, and since. So today we're going to watch a video about examples of how you would read a nonfiction passage and how you would determine whether it is cause and effect or not. And this is going to help you to complete your assignment today. So after we watch the video, we will talk about what your assignment is today.
Hi boys and girls, today's lesson is going to be on the nonfiction text structure, cause and effect. When writing a nonfiction text, there are 5 different ways that an author can structure it. The first text structure we've learned about is description. This is when the author explains a topic, idea, person, place, or thing by listing characteristics, features, and examples. Or the author could write using sequential order. This is when the author lists items or events in numerical or chronological order. Another way that an author may decide to structure a nonfiction text is with compare and contrast. This is when the author explains how 2 or more things are alike and how they are different. The fourth structure is problem and solution. This is when the author states a problem and lists 1 or more possible solutions to the problem. And finally, there's cause and effect. This is when the author lists 1 or more causes and the resulting effects. The purpose is to explain why or how something happened, exists, or works. Some of the signal words to look for are as a result, because of, or therefore. When writing a text that is cause and effect, there are many different organizers that you can choose from. For example, this organizer lists 1 cause leading to 1 effect. Our cause or event is Ralph didn't study for a test. As a result of that, or our effect, Ralph failed his test. Another example of this is when we have a cause that will lead to more than 1 effect. For example, 1 cause or event that took place was a blizzard occurred, therefore, school was closed, we built a snowman, I had to shovel the driveway. We can also have a cause that leads to a chain of effects. For example, my cause or event is global warming. In consequence, ice caps melt, which then leads to ocean levels beginning to rise. On the other hand, a text may list 3 independent causes and each one of their effects. For example, our first cause is forest fires burn trees, releasing carbon into the atmosphere. The effect of that, high levels of carbon result in global warming. The second cause listed is forest fires change habitats, which leads to woodpeckers will fly into a burned forest and eat bark beetles and dead trees. Our final cause or event is forest fires spread quickly. As a consequence or effects, forest fires destroy many homes. Now that we have seen a couple examples of cause and effect, let's apply it to the following article. Home Sweet Home. Elephants in Asia provide young frogs with an unexpected place to live. On the edge of a hot forest, a frog hops around looking for a spot to lay her eggs. She needs somewhere safe and wet, but that's hard to find. It's a dry season in Myanmar, the country in Asia where this frog lives. She finally finds the perfect spot, a cool body of water. It's smaller than a river or a pond. This frog is going to lay her eggs in an elephant's footprints. That may sound strange, but a team of scientists recently discovered frog eggs and tadpoles in 20 different sets of Asian elephant footprints. Who would have thought that one of the largest land mammals alive today would benefit tiny frogs? Asked scientist Stephen Platt. A place to grow. Platt and his team first made the discovery at a wildlife reserve in Myanmar in 2016. Some footprints hold only about a soda can's worth of water, but other tracks are bigger, and those provided to be the perfect place for tiny frogs to lay their even tinier eggs. To a small frog, a water-filled elephant track is a very deep hole, says Platt. While the tracks seem big to the frogs, they're too small for the frogs' predators to live in. So the footprints provide young frogs a place to safely grow and develop before they hop away. The water-filled footprints can last for a year. They make the perfect home for frogs during the first two stages of their life cycle. The key to survival. Frogs aren't the only animals that get help from elephants. Elephants are a keystone species. That means they have a big impact on our ecosystem. For example, as Asian elephants stomp through a forest, they create clearings. This makes way for new trees in the area to grow. Elephants also scatter seeds through their poop, helping new plants grow. And when elephants pull bark and branches from trees to eat, some extra pieces drop down. Animals like lizards, snakes, and rodents use the tree parts for hiding places. Uncertain future. Unfortunately, Asian elephants are endangered. Experts estimate that there were more than 100,000 Asian elephants in 1900, but poachers and habitat loss have killed off much of the species. Today, only about 15,000 of the animals are left in the wild. Scientists are working hard to save them. Our study highlights how different species are connected, Platt says. The disappearance of Asian elephants could affect many other animals. Now that we have read Home Sweet Home, we will use this organizer to help us identify the causes and effects that took place. Let's begin by asking ourselves, what happened in the text? Can you think of one cause or event that took place? And what was the effect of that event? Or what happened as a result of that event? Pause the video and look back in your text. When looking back on this article, I know that it was mostly about Asian elephants and how they are a keystone species. So I thought to myself, what are Asian elephants doing? What is happening? And how is that affecting their environment? The first event that the author stated was, Asian elephants leave behind footprints that fill with water. As a consequence, or an effect, frogs will lay their eggs in these water-filled footprints. Can you find another cause and effect that shows the relationship between elephants and their environment? I found that Asian elephants stomp through a forest creating a clearing, and as a result, new trees can grow. Pause the video one more time. Can you find one more cause and effect from the text? I noted that elephants pull bark and branches from trees to eat. This is an event that occurs, and as a result of that event happening, lizards, snakes, and rodents use these broken tree parts for hiding places. What makes this article so interesting is that at the end of the article, the author states one more cause and effect, except for this time, the author shows the relationship between humans and the effect they are having on elephants. Can you identify this final cause and effect? Unfortunately, the cause or event that is taking place is that poachers are killing Asian elephants and humans are destroying their habitat. As a consequence or effect, Asian elephants are now endangered. Cause and effect is all around us, not only in the text that we read, but what happens in our own lives. What sort of examples have you read or experienced that you can share in the comments below?
Okay. So in your reading classroom today, you are looking for something called Thursday, the earthquake that changed the earth. When you open the slideshow, you will see that you have a passage to read. And at the bottom, you have a graphic organizer to fill out. So like our video said, some cause and effect text can have multiple causes with multiple different effects, but our passage today just has one main cause. And then it is going to have 4 effects. So what happened and what happened because of what happened before. So you are going to fill out what is the cause. So what causes the change? And then you're going to fill out what effect did that earthquake have because of that cause. When you are done, make sure you come back, click mark as done, or submit, whatever option it gives you. And just as a reminder, in your reading classroom, you do have a cause and effect anchor chart. So as you are filling out your assignment today, if you get confused, if you just need a refresher, you can come back and look at it. And another reminder, 4th graders, I will have study hall hours from 2:30 to 3 o'clock this afternoon. If you have any questions about what we're doing this week, anything from last week, or if you just need to get caught up on some reading work, I will be there. Good job, 4th graders. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow.